Alright, well, good afternoon, everybody. This is Carmmann, or Josue, and welcome to this channel. um, it's it's crazy. I don't know why. Out of nowhere, I just thought of this idea a couple of days ago, more like 3 days ago, and I don't know. I just wanted to wing it. I wanted to go for it, and here we are. So this is my first video. This video isn't like anything about it's not a product yet, but it's just something where you get to know me. You get to know a little bit more, what I'm into and what I like, and the things I'm more passionate about. I mean, I have three things, and I'll be talking about this a little bit more in depth in a little bit. So my top three things that I'm more interested in are games, like video games, music, and film. And I have a connection with each one of them through my family. So my dad and I are very connected when it comes to gaming. So he grew up playing video games as a kid. So he knows gaming. He's not he's not new to this. He's been playing since the NES. Around that time. And he's the one who taught me the ropes to gaming. He's the one who showed me a lot of games, and I do have to give him a lot of credit when it comes to the things that I really enjoy, games that I really love, games that I hold near and dear to my heart. For example, Max Payne, the Max Payne series. He taught me about it, and I played the first one, beat it, and then I played Max Payne 3 because I never had a copy of Max Payne 2. But I beat Max Payne 1 a long time ago on iPhone because that was the only way I could really play the game. And then the copies, I got a couple copies of Max Payne 2. I got it on PC, and then I actually wanted to fulfill my collection. I wanted to collect it, and I got it on Xbox not too long ago. I think about like a month ago, if I'm correct. And I do want to say, if you hear noise in the outside, I'm so sorry. I don't have the best quality of like mic or audio, so you might be hearing a couple things or two while I'm talking, and I do want to apologize. Like I said, I'm not a professional with this, so I'm really starting off. But yeah, like I said, Max Payne. Max Payne's a series that I've held very, very, very close to me. I can talk about the game on and on. I'm not going to do that. Obviously, I don't want to take up any more time than I have to with this video. But yeah, it's just a series I adore. It's just amazing. Storytelling is fantastic. Gameplay, for one, well, gameplay in Max Payne 1 is, nowadays it's old. You can really see that, but Max Payne 3 still holds up to this day in 2023. It's fantastic. The storytelling in all three games are phenomenal. Even though Max Payne 3 isn't Remedy's, it's still fantastic. It's really good. I really love what Rockstar did with the franchise, and I'm kind of sad that the Max Payne story is ended at this point because ended, because I know Max Payne 1 and 2 are getting remakes by Remedy, and that's gonna be great. I can't wait for that. But the story, going of what happens after Max Payne 3, yeah, that's over. So we're not gonna have anything like that anymore. I mean, it's up until now. But yeah, Max Payne is just something that I adore. I love it. And that was brought on because of my dad. My dad played the original one back when he was still living with my grandparents. He finished it, and then my uncles played it, and they told me a lot of about Max Payne. And they love it too. And I more than like the best way I can say this is that I grew up with Max Payne. That's all I'm gonna say. And another game I really grew up because of my dad was Call of Duty. My dad loved Call of Duty back when it was still the World War II kind of gameplay. Not World at War, but World War II. So Call of Duty 1 and 2, and then Finest Hour, Big Red One. That era of Call of Duty. And he did dabble into Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2, and where he knows about the favela section where Roach falls inside of the favelas, and he's like running away from the gangs of Brazil. That part is always so sick. I love that part, because you feel it. You feel the anxiousness of Roach. You feel Roach getting scared, especially in the remasters um, of MW. For example, of MW2, like you can hear Roach's breath get like heavier and heavier. Not because he's just running, but because he's actually afraid of the gangs, and it's just awesome. I love that, and yeah, and I grew up a lot playing those kind of games and a lot of storytelling games too. Um, like I said, mainly because of my dad, multiplayer because of my dad. But yeah, I love gaming. Grew up with it. He always tells me the story. It's kind of annoying now, but he did always tell me about this time where when I was younger, I was getting potty trained. Where my reward for learning how to be potty trained was a copy of Mario Kart Double Dash, and I still have it with me. It just doesn't work anymore. Um, but like, that's cool, I guess. Um, yeah, gaming's just been there all my life. It's been there forever. Films have been there for forever for me too. And I absolutely I love it. I love gaming for sure. It's my favorite pastime. It's my favorite thing that I love to talk about. Stuff that I'm anticipating. I always look forward for it. Yeah, glad that they kind of exist because without it, you would be bored. And I know there's a lot of people who'd be like, well, that's kind of sad that you revolve your life around it. Well, guess what, man? I couldn't care less. I'm sorry. Yeah, I love gaming, through and through. Storytelling mainly. So like Mass Effect stuff. Forward. That kind of like storytelling is just fantastic because you're a part of it. You're working on it. You're the one experiencing it on your own terms, and I think that's what I love about it. And so over to the musical side. This is where me and my sister, we understand each other more. And like I said, it's music. It's where we understand each other a lot more. We share our music. We share each other's music. She might have negative things about mine, and I might have some negative things about her. But it's where we can come to an agreement majority of the time of which stuff is amazing. We're big Kanye fans, so I mean, Graduation, fantastic album. I'm sorry, but it's really good. College Dropout's pretty good, but Graduation is just amazing. But you know, um, it's not because of my sister too that I'm into this, but my mom. My mom's always been the musical person. Because of my mom, I know how to play the drums. She didn't teach me, but she pushed me to the edge to learn how to play, and I've been playing since I was about 10 years old. Of 9 or actually 8, 9, or 10 years old. One of those three. I'm now about to turn 20 next year. Not next year. Next week. I'm sorry. Next week I'm turning 20. So I've been playing for a long time. Learning. No one's ever really a pro. I mean, you learn every day. So yeah, I've been learning drums for some time already. I did stop for 5 years, so I'm like very, very behind of where like if I kept going I would be really kind of ahead. But I mean, and it happens. A lot of people get discouraged with their favorite pastimes, and it happens. But yeah, I'm very passionate about that. About drumming, it's my second favorite hobby. When I get tired of games, I mean, believe it or not, I do get, people do get tired of video games. I go over and I practice on my drum set, and it's fun. It's sick. It's really cool. I love it. I love practicing, learning new licks, learning new grooves, and just learning new fills. To be honest, I'm more of a metalhead, all thanks to my friend, my homie. He showed me metal music, and from then on, I've been hooked. Metallica, first band. Listen to Blackened from Injustice for All, and then from there, that's my first ever metal song, and from there, I've gone off the deep end in the metal scene. I know I might not listen to the super heaviest stuff, but I mean, you don't go from freaking from Metallica to Sanguisica Bob in like a couple of days. So yeah, it's really, I appreciate him really showing me this type of music, and and it's all been much of an inspiration. I think, even though Metallica is my first band, it's not my favorite. Megadeth and Slipknot Slipknot in particular is my #1, my favorite band of all time. Mainly because of Joey Jordison, dude. That man was amazing for the 13 to 14 years he was with the band before Joey took not Joey, my bad. Jay took over as the drummer, and may Joey rest in peace. But the man has shown me, like, he's inspired me, not shown me, but he's inspired me how to be better, to be faster, but to be more creative with with my drum fills and stuff, and he's my favorite drummer of all time. I'm gonna be straight up. Joey Jordison's my favorite drummer of all time. Second is Nick Menza, and then third is Matt Garska. Fantastic drummers, beautiful drummers. And may Joey Jordison, may he rest in peace. But yeah, and not even metal. Like I grew up on rap, so metal's more of a not newer thing. I've been listening to metal for about three years already. But rap has been there since I was younger. I grew up with that, all thanks to my friend Rihanna. She showed me Eminem for the first time, and the first ever Eminem song I've ever heard was Rap God, and especially the fast section. It's you end up learning that as a kid. You want to sound cool, even though I'm not the best at it. I might suck. At rapping. I still went into it, when I was 16 to drop a project. It's not good. By today's standards, it's pretty bad, but I did do it. It was fun, and I'm thinking about doing it again, and I am going to do it again. But, it's all the time. It's all things that I want to work on little by little. It doesn't mean I'm not doing it at the moment. I am writing at the moment, but I am not sure whenever I'm gonna be able to finish recording, mixing, and mastering. But it's whatever, it all comes with time. And then my other favorite pastime is film. Not project, pastime is film. Film is comes and it stems from my mother. So my mom is a big film fanatic. She loves films. She loves going to the theaters. She loves sitting and watching, sometimes even critiquing. It's the funniest thing when she critiques the movies too. But it's oh man, from her, film has really taken over me, over my life. I've worked on a lot of scripts for personal projects. I've dabbled into small directorials, with a friend, and it all stemmed because of my mom. And believe it or not, my mom she loves watching bad movies because it's funny to her, and it's funny to me too. I can see why movies are meant to be fun, but movies aren't meant to be trash. You know what I'm saying? For one great example is Hobbs and Shaw. That movie's not even fun, dude. That movie's just cheeks. It's god awful, dude. Jason Statham is like the new Steven Seagal. Dude cannot be touched, dude. He's always like learning some kung fu. Learn how to do, like, I don't know, like the Ip Man punches. Dude knows thinks he can be Batman, and like the Arkham series. It's like ridiculous, and it pisses me off of like how much this man is not touched. And the same with The Rock, dude. The Rock is the same guy. I've seen him. If you've seen Jumanji, the new ones, you've seen Hobbs and Shaw, you've seen Journey to the Center of the Earth, the Scorpion King. Ask The Rock for you. He's just the same dude over and over and over again. And it's getting kind of annoying at this point. A lot of people are not liking The Rock, and I don't blame them. I do not blame them. But films in general are amazing because you can convey so much imagery, so much emotion, and you can see the love and dedication that these people put into their projects because of film. For example, my favorite film of all time is Mad Max Fury Road. That movie is fantastic. A lot of action, but it conveys a lot of, like, it's a story of second chances, in my opinion. Second chances, and I mean the action there is just fantastic, very creative stuff. For example, like when they're in the dunes and getting attacked by the motorcyclists, the raiders. It's such cool, cinematography, but yet action, very creative. They're jumping over the cliffs in order for them to drop grenades to see if they can blow up the oil rig because they think it has oil in it. And because if it has oil in it, then I think his name is Immortan Joe is gonna lose that oil. And it's just really cool. It's fantastic. You know, the color scheme in that movie is very vibrant. It's very very vibrant. It's very contrasted. Yet it's such a dark movie. You know what I'm saying? It's very, you know, it's very sad. It's a very sad movie. I mean, Morty Joe has slaves as wives who he breeds. Like, he breeds them, only doesn't love them. He throws his kids away if they're not up to his standards, you know. But yet the movie is very colorful, very vibrant, and you know, just a lot of that in film, just it's fantastic. I absolutely love it, and I love film. You know, and it's something I do want to dabble in a lot more. I might even go to school for it. Very, very, very cool stuff. But yeah, that's me. Basically, that's me. Like I said, you like right here for this channel. I don't want you guys to expect me dropping things every day or anything like that. I mean, this is more of a hobby. Like I said, it's more of a hobby. It's more of things that I'm gonna do in my pastime, in my free time, and you know, I'm very excited. So, with that, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.